Hey guys, I'm back with another Monkey City episode. So it's been a couple of days since the last time I've done one of these episodes, so a couple of things have changed. I've pretty much built every upgrade facility that you can have, with the exception of a super monkey. Unfortunately, that one's a little expensive, and there's so much more I could put that money into right now. And yes, I've built a lot of power up here. Power junkie. I'm trying to keep my power maxed out so I don't run into any issues. I've also unlocked monkey knowledge. So what this does is it gives you a little boost on your towers. Some of them are not so little once you get up to them. Like, as an example, one of my favorite towers, the Engineer, when you get it up to level 3, if you look on the left there, sentries can see camo balloons. That's pretty much its biggest weakness is camo. So, getting it to that point alone would make a huge difference. But they're random packs. You'll see them in this episode. I'll do one or two unlocks here trying to get one. And then we will go into, what do you call it? We'll go into the contested territories and try to get some more. And you'll also see I've got a lot, and I mean a lot more towers that I can place now. But on maps like this, you pretty much just need this guy. 10 rounds, and this spike factory is going to take it all. Wow, that sounded worse than it sounded in my head. Oh well. So, ever since I got the spike factory, I've been kind of just... A lot of my land grabs have come down to pretty much just this. Throwing down a spike factory, upgrading it, and watching it do all the work. So yeah, that's why I haven't been recording the land grabs. And that's a lot of what I've been doing lately, besides trying to get some upgrades and things like that. But who wants to sit there all day and watch a spike factory? The only reason I'm showing it to you now is because I want to show you the monkey knowledge, and I didn't prepare ahead of time, so that's a big problem. And I want to show you guys the simplicity of it. Now, I know this is not a starting tower, this is not something you really want to rely on till you get bigger stacks, till you get a couple of these guys, but for the first few rounds, all the way up to pinks, I mean, once you get into leads, they start coming out a lot faster, they come out a lot harder, but so all the way up to pinks, they're pretty much just godly. And you can see I've got some upgrades that reduce the costs on it from the monkey knowledge, and yes, I will show you that as well. So, faster production. More attacks on the track. That's pretty much all I'd have to do. I mean, I'll probably go through and continue upgrading it, but for the most part, that's all I really have to do for this match. I wish I could ultra fast forward, just to show you guys. I mean, I've been playing in fast forward mode for so long now that this seems normal speed to me now. And in all honesty, if you're playing, what is it, battles? Yeah. Yes, BTD battles. The game, I always mess up the name while I'm on the air. If you're playing battles, this is about the speed of the Bloons regular. I don't know if the game's just perpetually stuck in fast forward or what. Okay, so we're at 6 of 10. A little bit more work to go. But that spike factory's just going to take it in stride. So yeah, while we're waiting for this to finish everything for us, I haven't really done much difference for the dart monkeys or the ninjas. I've gotten a mortar and a couple more buccaneers. The mortar is not my favorite. It really is not. There's 100 different towers. Yes, there's 100 towers in the game. No. There's a whole bunch of other towers I would use way before the mortar. The only reason I got the mortar is because there's some places that it's really good to have. Spike factories, I've gotten 3 of them. It says 2 there because one's already out. And I'm going to upgrade it while we're talking here. Engineer, I've gotten a couple more engineers. I've gotten some upgrades for them. They have their sentries and their faster sentries and that sort of thing. Tack shooter, I haven't done a whole lot with. I think I've gotten one upgrade for it, faster shooting or something like that. Boomerangs, I haven't done too much with because it's so expensive. I mean, ninjas are so expensive. I mean, if you look at my ninja list, I'm up to tier 3 on my ninjas. So all those tier 3s are expensive. You gotta build a whole bunch of farms and stuff like that, and that's better off later on when you get higher level. And you can start handling Moabs and things like that. Bomb Factory, I've gotten, I think it's a 2-1 now? It might be a 2-2. Yeah, I think it's a 2-2 now that I think about it. Glue Gunner, really good tower. It's really underappreciated for what it does. But I've gotten that up to 2-2. The airplanes, I think, is just a 1-1 right now. I just started getting those. Apprentices, I believe, are 1-1 as well. And lastly, the Gatling gun, which I despise, has got nothing. There are times the Gatling gun is useful, but in all honesty, I just hate them. I just hate it. There's a bunch of you out there that have a tower that you hate as well. Throw it in the comments. Why not? Tell me what tower you guys hate. What is the most evil tower there is out there? A victory? No. So, let's see. Might take a couple of attempts, a couple of these places to get a monkey knowledge. You always want to throw the spike factory at the end of the track. You never want it at the beginning because it takes a couple of seconds to get enough tacks out to handle the round. And if you throw it at the beginning, then there's a better chance of missing balloons. It's just better to give it as much room as it needs. You can see just from this example, look, there's some blacks in here. That spike factory is just going to take it in stride. So even if you're planning to play with a stronger level, starting with a spike factory is always a good thing. I wouldn't do it in battles. Spike factories in battles are not as useful, and I'll tell you why. Because basically, balloons in battles can come out from multiple different locations, because you've got the ones from the players and you've got the ones from the regular map. If you have a map that all balloons come from a central location, then the spike factory could be good, because it can see camo, If it's upgraded, it can break lead. And it can basically do everything. The only problem is, it is not the best for handling Moabs. It has great Moab capabilities, but it doesn't have a very large range. So you're pretty much hedging your bets that it's going to do it, or you're screwed. So I still wouldn't take a Spike Factory into a battle. But on a simple game like Monkey City, I don't see a reason why not to use it. And there's the pinks at the speed of light. And I think I'll wait for more faster production. Oh, we're losing. Alright, I'll have to actually do some work on this one, I guess. Making me work. What's the idea there? So, we need to buy that Spike Factory a little bit of time. Best way to do that would be to slow down balloons, or to pop a few. I think I'll go with the pop a few option and take an engineer. It's funny, it starts off with a rush with blacks, and then it goes back to reds and blues. Alright, so I'll get this guy right up in here. And we gotta get our sentries as quickly as possible. And this should be enough to buy that Spike Factory enough time. I know it really doesn't seem like it, but you'd be shocked. And sentries. Now I can get faster production on the Spike Factory, and it should be fine. Now they're coming out at high speed again. And you can see that engineer's buying us a lot of time. And just a little more. There we go. A lot better than last time, eh? Get faster engineering. Get these things firing faster. Get them popping out faster. Round 8. And I don't know if there's going to be any leads in here. I need more faster production. Yeah, that's working it. Get 9-inch nails. Do a little bit more damage. Even the pinks are having problems getting around that engineer now. Now you can see why I like the engineer so much. He can really hold his own against regular balloons. It's just the camos. In battles, yes, he gets the foam, but the foam doesn't do a lot against camos. Never rely on the engineer for camo detect. Last round, all blacks. I'll get red hots as well, just in case there's a lead at the back or something. Nope. Alright. Give me a knowledge pack, come on. Yep, there's a knowledge pack. Can't see it behind my mug. And the game thought we needed a commercial break. So, now that I'm back, let's get this knowledge pack burst open. And see what we got. Village, Sniper, Tack Shooter, and Buccaneer. And we just click them, put them into their slots, and no upgrades. Oh well. That's pretty much all there is to knowledge packs. They give you upgrades just for, well, getting them. Alright, let's spend some money on some upgrades, and then we'll go into contested territory and see how far we can get. Okay. As you can see, the tier 3s are a little pricey. Bomb. Oh, I really want that cluster bomb. That is so useful. Engineer, no, that's all up to tier 3 too. I forgot about that. And as you can see, this guy's getting no attention. He may eventually, just not right now. I think I'm gonna work towards this. I like the plane. Actually, let me get lightning off the apprentice. Yes, that's my useful stuff. What a coincidence! I was just going there. Held by round 19. Okay, let's do it. Favored glue gunner. Use all my supply crates, why not? Because this is where the real money's at, right? I really should have the webcam over here somewhere so that when I'm looking at the screen, it looks more like I'm looking at you guys instead of off to the right. So I need to get to round 20. Well, let's start with the old spike factory. With bigger stacks. Okay, take this. And we're going to stick an engineer out here, right in the middle. Him and his sentries should do a lot of damage. There's sentries. They're not even making it to the spike factory. Oh wow. Get another spike factory. Yeah, another spike. Get another engineer. He looks so much like a spike factory, doesn't he? Get some more engineers on him. Why does it feel like it's going so slow? Everybody dance. I don't know, it's just fun music. And the reason I'm not really worrying about camo is, as I said before, the spike factory can hit camo. If you build it up, it can hit lead. So I'm going to build it up so that it can hit everything. So that I'm not overly worried about whatever the game can send to me. so that I don't get myself killed. So next I'm going to get the white hot spikes. White hot? Red hot? One of them. I think it's white hot on the spike factory, and it's red hot on the boomerangs. One of the two. Might not even be hot on the boomerang. Now that I think about it, it could just be red something or other. Okay, so I want the spike upgrade first, and then I'll go for faster production over there. And white hot spikes. White hot spikes. They're called white hot spikes, but if you look at them, they come out red. And just in the nick of time, look at the leads coming out. Couldn't have been better. Oh, I know what I'm doing sometimes. Sometimes. There's more leads. So we'll upgrade the spike factory to be faster, so we can hit more balloons. And then I'm going to get, I think, a bomb tower up front, so that it can pop the leads, and I'm not relying completely on the spike factory. But again, there's no camo besides the spike factory at the moment. So that's 635. And there's camo. So just have to rely on the spike factory for them. They're not much of anything anyway. And I'll stick this guy right up here, I think. And no, I'm not concerned with those camos getting by. They're only greens and reds. If this spike factory can handle leads completely, then it can handle greens and reds. You just don't want to rely on the spike factory completely forever. Because eventually something's going to come along that'll pierce right through. Camo leads. So I think the spike factory is the only thing I've got for camo leads. And I'm not joking there, I think it's the only thing I've got. Because my ninja's not upgraded enough. My Buccaneer's not upgraded enough. My Mortar's not upgraded enough. Boomerang can't see camo. Bomb Tower can't see camo. The Apprentice, when I finish getting Lightning, and I get him Monkey Sense, he will be, but he's not there yet. And Gatling Gun is not upgraded at all. So, just takes time. This is why I rely on the Spike Factory, because it's so easy to upgrade him to where he needs to be to hit everything. Ninja's good, but it takes a lot of money to get into. Let's get some faster engineering going around while I'm talking. And then we'll save up for more faster production. I'm chatting so much, I'm not even looking at the rounds anymore. I didn't realize we were on round 10. Oh, ceramics. And they were nothing. The engineers took care of those ceramics like they were nothing. I'll probably have to get the glue gunner up here soon. Actually, I have the glue gunner for leads, regular leads. What am I? Not camo leads. The moment of realization ruined by reality. Thank you, reality. You've ruined my moment of realization. Oh, I got a prize. Milestone, 2 crates. Thank you. Next one is a Monkey Knowledge Pack, Red Hot Spikes, and 900 cash. I can use that 900 cash. Okay. So next I want to do a glue gunner. I'm going to do them right here so I can hit both lanes, set them to strong, get them up to corrosive, and stickier. If you don't get stickier, it doesn't last throughout the entire track. And then I really want to get splatter. Glue splatter is just so overpowered. Look, the leads will pop just from him. Make things so much easier. Get some 9-inch nails. These guys need a little more power. And by a little more power, I mean enough power to make my spike factory worthless. Glue, glue, and more glue! Yeah, nothing's getting to the bomb tower anymore. Glue gunner is just too powerful sometimes. If you get him upgraded, he's good in grouped balloons, but until he's upgraded, your best bet is to set him to strong. That way he can just take out the leads, he can take out the ceramics. He's just so useful in that way. See? Just a complete mess. Where are we at? We're at almost a half hour on this video already. Minus the commercial break, so let's say we're at about 26 minutes. So this will be one of the longer Monkey Cities, but I want to get this before I call her. Okay, glue splatter, and that'll do everything. It's not as good as glue hose, which will definitely hit everything, but that'll do. So look at it all die. Now, I gotta get some camo detect up here, because I've gone without it for so long. I'm surprised I lasted this long. And I'll get the ninja right there. And as I say that, the camos start coming out. Game is trying to prove my point for me. And I'm going to set him to strong as well, because he can take out the big stuff and let the little stuff go through to the spike factory. Get a couple more ninjas. I don't know. Maybe towards the front. Maybe a little further back, just so that the camo leads are not going to be affected by anything. No, I guess not. Yeah, let's stick this guy back. Oh. Why, thank you. What's the next one? Bloon stones? That's fine. Come on. There we go. Sometimes they just don't want to move for me. Stick this guy between these two lanes. I think I really should upgrade those engineers' range, because that'll do quite a bit for me too. As you can see, you can reach all the way over onto 4 lanes now. That's not a minor upgrade. That is doubling his range, pretty much. And when we get ceramics, that's what we need. None of this is even standing a chance anymore. Oh, the only thing I don't have protection for is camo leads, and that's pretty much the Spike Factory's job as a whole now. You just stay back there and take care of my camo leads for me. The glue hits them and they just die. The engineers and the ninjas got them from there. And should have had that kind of strong. Sharper. Yeah, even the strongest balloons aren't getting very far anymore. The only problem with the glue gunner, I mean, the glue gunner's amazing, but the only problem he's got is that he does literally nothing to Moabs. He won't even try. So, very high on the pointless meter when it gets to Moab level. He's just there to take out the balloons underneath. So there's those camo leads. Spike Factory, this is where you shine. Yeah, I'll get a couple more ninjas up, I think. If these sentries don't get in the way. I'm strong. I think the next round is the capture round, which is pretty cool. But it also means it might be a Moab too. Because most of these levels, when you're at the lower levels, the Moab is the deciding factor. So I'm expecting next round is a Moab. Yeah, come on, I need a little bit more for this. If a Moab comes out, that's as easy as just hitting boost when they're around the engineers. There's just so much damage in that area. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to take out Moab at this point. The bomb tower doesn't even know what to do with itself. It's just sitting there doing nothing now. As you can tell, I don't like getting distraction right away. I like getting that a little bit later on. Milestone reached, 5 balloon stones. Next one is a monkey boost, a knowledge pack, and 1,500 cash. This is the capture round, that's what I thought. My question is, what got the last guy to make this the capture round? So it's probably that Moab. I mean, there's a lot of big balloons, but there's been big balloons this whole time. This isn't much of anything so far. I'm gonna get another ninja when I can afford it. There's the money. Just stick them right down here. Set them to strong. Regen rainbows? Maybe they got them? Oh, I lost a few lives. I guess the regen rainbows must have got him. They're pretty nasty. But overall, they're not really that bad. This is where you get the distraction. Once you start getting regen rainbows and stuff like that, it just sends them back to go through everything again. Boost! And that took care of the Moab. Even without the boost, I can take care of the Moabs. Jeez, I may survive this one for a while. Yay! Milestone. What's the next one? Bonus monkeys? I haven't gotten far enough to know what that is yet. And $3,000 cash. I like it. Okay. Start her up. So you can see the distraction working a little bit. Throwing the bigger balloons back because I got them set to strong. A BFB. Oh god. So again, my regular strat, once they get around to the engineers area, I'm going to hit the boost, and that should be everything hitting them. I have a free boost anyway, so I'm going for it. I may not have needed it, but better safe than sorry. The longer you can hold this, the more money you're going to make, so that's why you save the balloon stones for contested territories. Holy smokes. Whew. Give me a heart attack on that one. A boost! Can I fit this guy in here somewhere? Yes. I'm making it a lot farther than I ever expected. I figured BFBs would be pretty much the end of my reign on this. That's the end of the little balloon, and now it's just the BFB and the Moabs that come from it. Well, that's it. But that was amazing. I'm nearly at 40 minutes for this video, but so worth it. Nobody's going to take this away from me, I don't think. Look at that, $600 already. Money. So he's good. Why does it do that? On the Flash version, you could click on the other guys around, and it would tell you how far they've gotten. In this version, if you click on them, it just sends you into their city. Sometimes it does, well. These. Ah, God. Back out. Back out. I don't care what he's got. I don't care how beautiful his city is. Mine's just nice the way it is. Alright. Alright. So, that's going to be it for this video. We've done quite a lot. Well, mostly it was that contested territory, and it was so worth it. We've gotten so far. We got past the BFBs. That was amazing. I mean, eventually it was the BFBs that took us down, but still. Holy crap. So, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, tell me what your most hated tower is. What's the one that drives you bananas? What's the one you hate to use in battles? Just comment below. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep popping.